Good afternoon mga Juggets. It's now alas 12:43 and we're about to head off to many places.
It's Aaron's Saturday.
We have many things to do.
Many.
We're going to go, so we're settling next week on
Our other property?
on the Truganina property. Finally, after 60 days of bloody settlement, I don't know why, there's nothing in the house. And they're definitely taking their time to move in. But anyway, we're settling next week on Saturday, and finally I'm going to settle. So we're just going to fix up a few things. Oh, that's nice. That's right. Hot sun with cool breeze. Danny, Braden, and
Zion.
and baby Zion. When do babies stop becoming babies?
Never.
Kind of like Levi, baby Levi. That stopped after what, maybe 3 years?
No, you saw baby Levi.
And then yes, so and then we're gonna have a barbecue over at Ray's. So we'll definitely have some jiggets over there. So stay tuned, diba? Akalain nyo.
But do you get my point that I was talking about when we were watching that show? Of if you give prisoners no hope, then they're just gonna run wild.
Yeah, well,
They have no
prison
chance.
system is
They have
unfortunate.
no chance of getting out.
So then what's the solution?
Give them.
Do you give them life in parole after 18 years? You give them parole.
You give them the prospects of parole.
But then one would argue also that when you don't give them parole, they change because they've got nothing else to live for and therefore make a change.
Yeah, but if she has no chance of getting out, that's why she doesn't care. It doesn't matter what she does in the prison, she's there forever anyway.
When you give no one parole, they're like, well, nothing else to live for, I might as well change for the better.
Yeah. I don't know.
But there's no easy answer. It's exactly like
But I
politics.
think that's a bit too optimistic.
What?
Saying, I'll change for the better, but I'm going to be here my whole entire life.
Or wouldn't it be optimistic to say that someone would change had you given them parole?
No, if you give them hope that they have a chance of getting out, they're more likely to rehabilitate. That's my opinion. But then in saying that, what if they've committed really heinous crimes, and they've committed many of them, and
Yeah, so what do you do then?
I think you just leave them in there?
Oh, well, what's the difference then? What kind of argument was that?
Well, for someone who's okay, so
You like contradicted
she's
your own
killed-
argument.
No, there's a spectrum. So for someone like her who's killed the guy that killed her daughter, it's one crime, you know. Like, the guy killed her daughter. But then if you have like a child molester who's done it to 20 children,
So it's dependent on the
yeah,
crime.
it's always dependent on the crime. It's proportionality. Well, when a
You're
judge
being prejudiced against a
when
crime.
a judge sentences, they have to take these things in consideration. Outside of what the Act says is the minimum number of years that you should give, they have to consider these things, you know, danger to society, prospects of rehabilitating and reoffending, remorse, that sort of thing.
What is your opinion, people? Comment below.
How not cool, but how boss is it that she now has a vigilante group outside of the prison? You just missed the turn.
That's alright, I'll just go. I don't know how I missed that. I honestly wasn't paying attention. What are you doing? Go. I love that there's no roof on this thing, so I can just yell out. Dickhead.
You do? I don't.
I don't.
Okay, no. How funny is it that they have a filler group in the prison in that show?
It was more fun. It was more funnier that let's just take up the whole lane. No worries, bro. Same lady too. It's the
Is it? Oh, such nice.
So, I might also consider doing a food blog. I might actually go around just choosing particular types of food and vlogging about those experiences. So I might try that out.
Happy Saturday!
Mga juggets!
Oh yeah! We're just a drive-through and tops down, tops down.
Also, by the way, I don't know what it is about spring, but there's a lot of flies and mosquitoes and all sorts of different things. I'm gonna have to bleep that out. How to make roast chicken in a car. Just sit here in the car.
It's so nice though. I haven't had sun for so long.
Good evening, mga juggets. It was quite hilarious. Hannah was like massively following us first. But what are the odds, really? What are the
I
odds?
saw your car and I'm like, this better be there.
I'm like,
Hello!
hi, darling, how are you?
How are you? What are you doing here?
What's up? What's up? Oh, we're just checking out the house because settlement's next week. We're here at the house. We're gonna go check out the house now, so come in and check it out. Gonna go get the keys now. Oh, I'm so excited to move into this house.
Oh, I can't wait! Which one's my room, Dad?
That's awkward. You're like almost the same age. That means I would have had you at like.
At one.
Yeah.
Why am I still getting mail here?
Ooh, right.
I'm actually dropping by Danny's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, this is the final time we're gonna come through this house.
Really?
The final time. Literally, a lot of good memories here. A lot of good memories.
I remember this place.
Smells brand new in here. Sort of.
Memories. Aww.
Oh, there's not too many ways to just pull those. Hannah, did you come here and plant your native flowers there? Everything looks pretty sweet. By the way, people, this is Mark for some fantastic service at Ray White Tarnate. 9748 8000. All right, are we done?
I feel weird just going.
Great memories. The backyard. There's a lot of... I remember, so I was in a wheelchair when we did this backyard, and as you can see, on the left and right of me is a whole bunch of yucca plants. I was in a wheelchair at the time when we started doing the concrete, which is this exposed aggregate type concrete. This dude ripped me off. I paid him half, like three and a half grand. I got him to do this exposed aggregate, but he had no idea how to do it. So he ended up doing a half-assed job. Because I don't know anything about concrete, he goes, oh, don't worry, I'll fix it up. But he never came back, so I had to try and find him. And anyway, a couple of months later, I sort of gave up on that, but I didn't forget what his name was. And his name was Toby Williamson. So I'm going to find you one day, and if I find you... So we ended up getting this other guy through, and he ended up fixing up the concrete. Then we got a bit of the landscaping done. This is synthetic turf, and got this done with LA. So got the whole backyard done, planted all these yuccas, and yeah. Anyway, this is the last time we're coming through. I'm going to lock the door now and lock up the house, and off we go. So we're going to leave this in the pantry. Boom. So shortly after this, we're going to hit up Danny's place. Now going to move off to Danny's place and visit. We haven't been here 2 years. Dear resident. I'm going to throw all of these out. Junk mail, diba. It's amazing how much of this stuff, but in the bin it goes. Bye.
Our first house, it was lovely.
So about to leave, about to close the garage and say goodbye. Au revoir. Good job, fail. See ya. Ah! Yeah, done. And we're done. Au revoir. Bye, house.
Black as brown hazelnut, cinnamon, black tea, and it's all beautiful to me.
It's always fun in the West, and since we're in the area and really close to the vicinity of our very first rental, we're going to go there and visit. Why not? The area looks still exactly the same as it did back then. I just have to remember where we are. I was gonna drive down and see the Leverton Armstrong Street property. Our very first. Did I bring you there?
Yeah.
Armstrong Street. Yeah, this red house.
Oh wow.
I have to show you this.
Oh wait, is this where your dad lived? Did we visit your dad here?
So, this is the house. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So this is my very first house here in Australia. This is 3 Armstrong Street. And if you can see that, it's like clearly overgrown, but that was our very first house. A lot of bad memories happened in that house. Some minor good ones, a lot of bad ones.
So your first house here in Australia?
Very first house.
Wow. No, I don't think
Like
it's
house
here.
house. Like an actual house. Yeah. And then the kids next door, we used to always play with, we used to jump over the fence. Wow. Jagettes. Anyway. A walk down memory lane. That was my first house. Not that you really got to see it, but that is our first house that LA and I lived in as a rental, but you know. So Leverton 3028